Yes, people. Hope everyone's good. You know what? Yeah, listen to this. I'm getting straight to it. You know what I wanted to talk about today is time. Like, not even just time, yeah, our concept of time, yeah, and how it changes over the years, yeah, but also time in the aspect where people, people, the way people tend to obviously once you get to a certain age, when you feel like time's not on your side, do you understand what I mean? Where you might feel like opportunities have passed you by, or your chance to your ability to achieve something, or do you know what I mean? You limit yourself, or kind of what's not what's realistic, but what kind of yeah, like what how realistic your goals are. Do you understand what I mean? As time goes on in it, because obviously when you're younger, like you feel like everything's more. There's more opportunities in it. Everything's more realistic. Like yeah, oh yeah, I can. I still. I'm. When I get to 25, I'll get this. Or by the time I get to 30, I would have done that. And do you understand what I mean? So as time goes by, you can probably become more negative. Do you understand what I mean? Negative and kind of less enthusiastic about chasing your goals in it and your dreams in it. And I think, yeah, because it happens to all of us, in it. Do you know what I mean? A lot of us, a majority of us, ain't where we want to be or where we would have thought we would be been by now. By you know what I mean? By now, or by the time you reach a certain age, like for example, I would have thought. I'll be honest that like I'd be in a very do you know be in a very good position by the time I reach, let's say, 40. But also at the same time, when I really think about it, I have to appreciate the position I'm in. Do you understand what I mean? I have to appreciate in it. Not like, do you know what I mean? Like, I probably would have thought I wouldn't have wanted to have to work as hard still. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't want to still feel like I'm on a grind. But the reality of it is, yeah, it could have been worse, but I'm still in a okay position. Do you understand what I mean? I'm still, yeah. But you know what it is, and with me as well, it's not even like, and I'm sure, not just speaking about myself, I'm sure it's like this with a lot of different people. It's not even the position I'm in, but it's what I'm exposed to now. So I'm learning different things, and you can't help but think, oh gosh, I wish I would have known. I would have known this 15 years ago. I wish I would have been exposed to this kind of information 15 years ago, 20 years ago, whatever. But the relevant is, I'm exposed to it now. Do you understand what I mean? So all I can do is apply it to things I'm doing anyway, and just wait for it to come into fruition. Do you know what I mean? Because and the things are the reason why I say this, because if you do allow yourself to think too negative, what's the outcome? What's gonna happen? Do you know what I mean? It's not gonna change anything. It's not gonna change anything for the better. All you can do is, you know what? Okay, I didn't know that then. I know this now. Let's make it happen. Do you understand me? Let's get to it. Do you understand what I mean? Let's see where this journey takes us. Do you know what I mean? Let me apply pressure now. Do you understand what I mean? So that's what I mean in it. We can't allow, as much as things very rarely work out how you want it to work in it. Do you know what I mean? So it's a case of, okay, you take the information and, okay, you know what? There's no point thinking negative. There's no point thinking, oh well, boy, what am I gonna do now? Or there's this opportunity. Like, do you know what I mean? What I could, like, how am I gonna get to where I want to be now? Where the right of it is, yeah, you just gotta make it happen. Do you know what I mean? You just gotta get to it, innit? Okay, it would have been nice if you kind of learned different things, or was certain different information was available to you years ago. But then, do you know what they say as well? The greatest teacher is experience, in it. Do you know what I mean? So there's a lot of things that you was blessed with that you probably take for granted or you're not even aware of. Do you understand what I mean? There's a lot of lessons that you've learned that are priceless on your journey. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of lessons learned that I probably didn't even realize I was learning them. There's a lot of lessons, and that's what sometimes even I'm talking to everyone. I'm in a way. This is kind of talking to myself as well. There's a lot of things that you've learned that you don't that goes over your head that you don't even appreciate because you just you know what I mean, you learn it, you put into action, you're getting on with it. You're using these things you've learned in your everyday life, but you take them for granted. You're not even actually really taking time to think, okay, well actually I remember when I didn't used to think like this, or I weren't aware of that, and etc. in it. So yeah, man, I think you've got to kind of just count your blessings, not focus too much on negative things, on not focus on things that put you in a negative mind, in a mind space, and you just got to just crack on in it. If you still want things, if you're still hungry for things, you just got to keep pushing towards it. Do you get what I mean? And the things were even time in it, because like if you look at time, it's everyone concepts time differently in it, and the reality of it is, yeah, once it's gone, in it. So you got there's a saying that you're as young as you feel, but also you just got to deal with today. So it don't matter if 20 years have passed, it don't matter if 30 years have passed, it don't matter if 50 years have passed. The relevant is, yeah, you get up, you're here today, there's things you want to make happen today, let's crack on. Because the only thing with time, I'll be honest with you, as you get older, is that you assume that you've got less time. Do you understand? So you assume, oh boy, I've only got 20 good years ahead of me. I've only got 15 good years ahead of me. But the reality is, yeah, none of us knows what tomorrow's going to bring. So there could be a 37-year-old beside a 17-year-old, and he might be hating on him or jealous of him, thinking that he's got his whole life ahead of him, the world's his oyster. But you don't know no one knows their story. No one knows what tomorrow brings. Do you know what I mean? So you can't time is a concept in it. You just get up and you're here today, you're breathing today, there's opportunities in front of you today. What are you gonna do with them? That's the reality of it, innit? What are you gonna do with them? Are you gonna get to it? Do you know what I mean? Be productive, be progressive, or are you gonna sit and think, you know what, my best years are past me. That's it, I'm done. I'm done with it, innit? It is what it is, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? It don't make sense, man. It don't make sense. You just gotta crack on, man. And that's it, man. That's it, because like I said, there's things that I'm me at my big age that I'm learning every day, and I think, wow, okay, let's do this now, let's do that. But yeah, and I just think, okay, if I knew this XYZ amount of time, you know what I mean, it would have been useful. But the reality is, like I said, we're here now. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, today, tomorrow's gone. Today's here, and no, sorry, not tomorrow's gone. Yesterday's gone. Today we're here, so you deal with today, and then work towards tomorrow. Do you get what I mean? Like, yeah, man. But it's funny as well, as you get older, yeah, even just how you look at time completely changes, because it's like, as well, and this is another thing you got to be careful of, is how, like, quick time, like, for example, I think as you get older, I think your everyday life can get kind of the same thing. So a long period of time can pass and you don't realize it. And I think that's a key thing you've got to be aware of, how quick 5 years can pass. Like you'll be talking about something and you'll swear blind it was a year ago, 2 years ago, when it was bloody it's 5 years ago. Do you know what I mean? Or 6-7 years ago. So when you're younger, I think a lot happens in smaller spaces of time. So 2 years will seem like a long time because so much has changed. Or do you know what I mean? You move from one year of school to the other year. You go from school to college to uni, whatever. Do you know what I mean? Where once you're in a working environment, things don't tend to. There's not that much major changes. Do you understand what I mean? So I think, yeah, definitely how you look at time changes, but that's the only dangerous thing. So if you do have plans, or do you know what I mean, whatever you have to do as you get older, I think I'd encourage people to be more proactive and try and act quicker, because I think sometimes your awareness of how fast time's going can change as you get older. Do you know what I mean? Because it happens to me. I think, oh yeah, well, by this I need to do this and do that. Then before you know it, 2 years have passed and it ain't been done. So that's one thing with as you get older that you don't realize that a lot of years pass, and because you just don't realize how quick it goes. Do you know what I mean? Well, it happens to me anyway, don't it? Might happen to everyone. Do you get what I mean? But yeah, man, I think definitely you definitely just gotta stay positive though. You can't be thinking, oh yeah, boy, I'm this age and that age, I can't do this. No, you just gotta get to it, innit? Like I said, you're here today. Do you know what I mean? Your age means you've just been here. It's just how long you've been here. Do you know what I mean? It's not. You don't know how far ahead you got of you, and that's the only thing with age. Because as you get older, you feel like you've got less time. Do you know what I mean? But then again, we got a plan. God's got a plan. You don't know what tomorrow's gonna bring. So just while you're here, be grateful and just keep getting to it, man. Alright, people, just a quick one around. So on that note, everyone has a blessed and productive day and keep working towards tomorrow.